I've seen some things of him, like that one clip of him versus Ixis. The person we just saw had a very saw in a montage, very clean combo game, especially on somewhere like FD where you have no obstructions on your boomerangs and your bombs. You can do what you want when you want, especially with that floaty arrow that Toon Link has.
Toon Link arrow is very kind of underrated move. The speed that it moves at is so disorientating.
I thought that it was the headphones, but it's the speakers.
Yeah, the speakers in the arena really just come alive now. Big, just booming bass everywhere.
Broke my brain for a second, but we're back at it. And we're seeing a lot of the same things we saw from Deon before, because we're once again...
That F-tilt sends at such a silly angle. They might need to turn that down a little bit. That's cheers, Amber.
I felt that in my teeth.
The room was erupting.
But
just like
going
FD is erupting right now. I missed that. I was so shook by the whole...
Yeah, no, literally my brain stopped working. I do apologize.
I saw him get Deon off stage with an F-tilt, which sends at a very disgusting angle, so I assume he converted off that afterwards.
Toon Link absolutely has potentially the best edge guarding of the 3 links.
Yeah, you could say so.
He has that nair that sends at a really grim angle, but it has that disjoint, he has that forward air, and he can carry people with a back air far in a potential way that's kind of scary.
Nice.
That bomb puts you in such a scary positioning if it's right above you in the up throw.
And we're seeing usage of Zaire. I was talking about Nate from Scotland. I was watching a set of his the other day. He is very good at using Zaire as well. Quite an underrated tool of Toon Link's.
It's something you don't see so often in this game. Yeah. Zaires have gone limp as they were.
Yeah, they just kind of like fall on the ground, but it's at close range. It's pretty. I don't think it's that safe, but it's good enough. And if you get a hit, it sets up for a tech chase. So you've got to hit your techs, otherwise you're getting jab locked and dying after the Zaire.
They kind of work like those late hit nairs from Mario and that sort of like.
Yes, yeah, very
but
similar.
without that like frame commitment. It's a very different beast from what we saw previously, and suddenly
Deon takes the lead with the age-old stealth missile. No one ever sees it coming.
All right. Oh, I love that. Jumping to make the boomerang arc upwards to where Deon was. Get a bit of passive pressure in there.
As Toon Link, you've got to cover so much space. I think that's a lot of what Toon Link is about, is just putting hitboxes in areas. You're not necessarily actually looking to hit them with it, but there we go, angling the boomerang up again.
Perfect stuff, getting that...
Look at these arrows, it's stopping Deon from setting up his bombs and just missing that forward air.
I see a Link fast fall, I'm a lot more scared than I should be.
Yeah. Okay, but Deon finally able to... Yeah, F2 has a really good hitbox.
It catches me off guard because it does not look like it does...
It hits behind him, it hits above him.
The other Links, it looks way more like it, but it actually looks like it works better on this character.
Okay, so this has gone to last stock. Deon's got a big lead, but nice little conversion.
Oh,
so close.
That boomerang was so close to being perfect for that late situation, but just barely neutral getting.
I really like Skaws rolling out of these situations. Oh no!
I didn't even realize that was still active.
No one does. It's active for so long. It just kind of stays there. You try and land down on top of it, just empty land, reset neutral. It's like, no, the bomb is still there. It's still blowing up. Even though it's blowing up when you're a mile away from it, it's still blowing up right now. It's cooking. Also, I don't know if Deon's doing it today, but often he doesn't bother banning stages. He's that chill about it.
I respect that. I respect that. I'm a big fan of that.
Which honestly I think shakes people because they're like,
it does. Just like, you're like, okay, where do I go?
I don't ban a stage. And
when you have too much choice, you might just go off the cuff, and that's a bad idea.
I saw Bowser Jr. for a second. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Skaws sticking it out with Toon Link. Do not blame him. It was looking pretty close. I think he just needs a little bit more awareness of where some of these projectiles are from Deon. It's really hard to keep track of.
Yeah, we saw a very nice early stock lead coming in from him, and then we saw a very nice conversion on the second stock, but they were just a little too far apart from one another.
Yeah. And he's a little bit off on these low percent combos. You can get quite a lot off Toon Link up tilt, but we're not quite seeing it right now.
They're definitely a lot more difficult of a combo game more difficult combos with Toon than they are with a lot of other of his rivals.
A lot of his moves just kind of, and his combos don't really look like they should work, but you can make them work.
Yeah, they're less combos and more. You just kind of hang out close enough to him after the hit that you can just do another one.
Yeah.
Oh
no, he was not ready for that. It might get saved by the bomb. Not quite.
Not quite. Does not have the forward momentum to quite make it all the way back.
That was really unfortunate. It just not realizing the bomb was going to drop off the ledge like that and hit him as he was pulling in his tether. Okay, Skaws finally starting rolling in, which was actually helping to escape the situations usually.
Using dash attacks at falling items it's such a beautiful art.
Just generally just playing versus items. Yeah. Spot dodge ultimate.
Spot dodge down smash. Just spot dodge down smash.
What else would you do? Again, Skaws. The trick is to look at Gunner. Don't look for the missile, look at Gunner. Because then you'll see the animation coming and then you're ready to dodge it.
And the missile, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't do that much.
It doesn't do that much, but it just keeps you in the air and it kills you eventually.
We haven't seen too much of these fairs up until this point. Coming in from Gunner, that's going to be not quite it.
Gunner fair is, yeah, not quite what it used to be. Ooh, he was reading the jump, but Deon chose to air dodge down. So it's, again, just these kind of like slight 50-50s that Skaws isn't reading right, and it's costing him pretty dearly in the punish game.
Just letting him on because there's no way you're reacting to that. So if you guess wrong, they take center stage away from you. Deon is playing this absolutely ridiculous.
And he's actually starting to place the bombs close to him, which is covering Skaws' approach, rather than placing them on top of. No way that hit! What a read!
Okay. Alright.
There's still a long way to make back from Skaws.
Yeah,
that's a guaranteed grab. You cannot be good.
But what else can you do?
Oh dear. That's all I got to say about that one.
Kaboom. That was
and the gun just explodes.